Hi, this is Brendan from Watto Training, and today I'm going to address the issue of how to become a B-double assessor in the state of Queensland. This is also known as an MC assessor, and the MC stands for multi-combination vehicle. The information in this tutorial is for new people entering the industry and reflects the changes to the assessor requirements as at 1 April 2019. Make sure that you keep current with information with your state Transport Department, and I've just put the link up there for people in Queensland to check out. If unsure, just Google become an MC assessor in Queensland and this will come up. In Queensland, a person wishing to provide pre-licensed driver training for reward must be accredited as a driver trainer with the Department of Transport and Main Roads. The requirement for accreditation as a driver trainer is in accordance with the Transport Operations, Road Use Management Accreditation and Other Provisions Regulation 2015. The person must hold a valid open driver licence issued in Australia or New Zealand for the class of vehicle for which the applicant wishes to provide training, and have held the licence for a continuous period of at least 1 year immediately prior to making the application. Driver trainers have a legal, moral and professional obligation to understand, obey and know that regulations exist for very definite reasons. These include guidance, restraint, uniformity and safety. It is essential, therefore, that driver trainers have a sound traffic history record. The department may refuse to grant accreditation to a person who has an adverse traffic history. And I would recommend, if in doubt, check that out before you do the course. It'll save you a lot of time, money and heartache. The department may also refuse to grant accreditation to a person who has been convicted of a criminal offence or is currently charged with a criminal offence and the charge has not been fully disposed of. In light of public interest and public safety considerations, the department would take into account any charges or offences committed in any jurisdiction when deciding whether or not to issue the accreditation. Traffic and criminal history checks are conducted by the Customer Service Centre or QGAP office after the application is lodged. The registered training organisations that deliver the qualifications to become a B-double assessor aren't able to answer any questions on this front because it has to be done through the department, and the registered training organisations also have privacy policies, so we can't find out your situation on your behalf. So it's the responsibility of the applicant to make sure that they're eligible. The standard for accredited driver trainers. The accredited driver trainer is required to comply with statutory accreditation conditions as detailed in Schedule 1 of the Transport Operations, Road Use Management, Accreditation and Other Provisions Regulation 2015 and the Code of Conduct. When applying for driver trainer accreditation, the person is required to declare on the application form that they understand their responsibilities under the regulation and that failure to comply with statutory accreditation conditions may result in the driver trainer's accreditation being amended, suspended or cancelled. Do I need insurance? Transport Main Roads strongly recommends that businesses involved in providing learner driver training seek independent professional advice and obtain appropriate levels of insurance to meet their business needs. This includes professional indemnity and public liability insurance. Watto Training recommends you talk to your state or territory association. For example, in the state of Queensland, I personally recommend the Australian Driver Trainers Association. That covers Queensland and New South Wales. They'll give you lots of tips and advice on that. So if you just Google ADTA, which stands for Australian Driver Trainers Association, and then look for Queensland, they'll guide you from that point on. What training qualifications do I need? An applicant for driver training accreditation must demonstrate appropriate competencies to undertake the role by successfully completing the approved training course delivered by a Transport Main Roads approved registered training organisation. Again, the approved organisations are on the Transport Main Roads website, so you can check that out. What qualifications do I need? First of all, you need TLI 41318, Certificate for in Transport and Logistics, Road Transport Heavy Vehicle Driving Instruction. The course has 13 core units plus one industry elective unit from the industry electives unit listed below, relevant to the vehicle type applicable to the job role. So all of the units you see on the left, the core units, you must hold all of those units. And then on the right, you need to have the highlighted TLI C4006 Drive Multi-Combination Vehicle Industry Elective Unit. If you get the TLI C4006 Drive Multi-Combination Vehicle, you will be eligible to instruct all of those classes below as well. I often get asked the question, if I do this course, does it make me a car instructor as well? The answer to that is no. I will set up a separate tutorial for my YouTube channel for which you can see what you require to become a car instructor and what you need to do to become a motorcycle instructor. Plus, there's another qualification that you need to hold, again, to become a B-double assessor, and that is the TAE 40116, named Certificate 4 in Training and Assessment. It contains 9 core units plus 1 elective unit. So that means that you have to hold all of the units in red on the left side of the screen, and you have to have one of the units on the right hand side of the screen for a total of 10 units. This is an ASQA requirement to have this qualification if you are going to be working for or in conjunction with a registered training organisation. Transport main roads only require you to have TAE ASS 401, the first one at the top there, Plan Assessment Activities and Processes, and the second one, TAE ASS 402, Assess Competence. However, you cannot work in an RTO as of April 1, 2019 without TAE 40116. Now, there's a few other variations on that point, but I'm just talking in general terms so that people are aware. To become a B-double MC assessor in Queensland, you need to hold the following qualifications: TLI 41318, Certificate 4 in Transport and Logistics, Road Transport Heavy Vehicle Instruction, and TAE 40116, Certificate 4 in Training and Assessment. I stress that this tutorial is specifically designed for people, new people entering the industry, people who have some qualifications that might be linked to this industry, or older qualifications. You will have variations on this pathway, so I want to be really clear on that. And what I'll do is I'll make a second tutorial for those people as well. For more information, go to wattotraining.com.au and subscribe to the Watto Training YouTube channel. I'll keep you updated with all of the industry information. Thanks for watching. This has been Brendan from Watto Training, RTO number 40791.